My dear child, I am speaking to you now because this is your moment to rise. You have waited long enough for signs and confirmations, wondering when your life will begin to move forward. The time is no longer coming. The time is here. I have placed within you the strength, the vision, and the wisdom to move in the direction I have already prepared. You are not behind, and you are not forgotten. You are standing on the threshold of a divine turning point. The doors you have prayed for are waiting for your decision to walk through them. All of heaven has been positioning the pieces of your destiny for this very hour. You are not hearing this by coincidence. You are hearing it because you are ready. I did not create you to live in hesitation. I created you to move with purpose, to walk with clarity, to lead with peace. There is a rhythm in my spirit that is calling your name, and it is time for you to align with it. Stop questioning whether you are qualified. I have already anointed you for what is ahead. The vision that keeps returning to your mind is not imagination. It is revelation. The dream that will not leave your heart is not random. It is instruction. What you feel stirring inside is my voice saying, begin. I will not let you fail when you step where I have already gone before you. You have asked me to guide your next move, and I am doing exactly that. The guidance you need is not hidden. It lives inside of you through my spirit. Stop doubting the intuition I gave you. When you walk with me, your discernment is divine. Do not fear making a wrong step. For even if you stumble, I will redirect your path. Every choice made in faith becomes a seed that I will bless. I am not calling you to perfection. I am calling you to momentum. Faith in motion is faith made alive. The world does not change by thoughts alone. It changes when obedience becomes action. The atmosphere around you is shifting, and the energy of possibility is rising. You may not see everything clearly yet, but clarity grows with movement. The first step will always look uncertain until you take it. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to know that I am with you. You have everything necessary to start: courage, creativity, persistence in my presence. I have already placed the resources you need within reach. Now your faith must reach for them. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment is created the moment you decide to act. There are ideas in your spirit that have been waiting for permission to live. Give them that permission now. Speak them out loud. Write them down. Start building what I've shown you. I am breathing favor upon your creativity, your business, your relationships, your influence. I am opening new streams of opportunity where you thought there were none. What once felt like a closed door will soon reveal itself as a divine redirection. Do not fear change. Change is the language of growth. When you embrace it with faith, you step into alignment with destiny. Every small step you take in obedience builds momentum in heaven. Your actions send ripples through eternity. Do not underestimate the power of starting. What begins with a single yes can become the miracle you once only dreamed of. I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating connections, aligning timing, and drawing people toward your path who will help carry your vision to completion. You will not have to force what is truly meant for you. You will only need to follow the piece that confirms my presence. Remember this: your obedience today is the foundation of your breakthrough tomorrow. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are walking toward it. I am releasing favor over your steps, acceleration over your timing, and clarity over your decisions. Move forward with confidence because my spirit goes before you. The way will open as you walk. The path will light as you move. The answers you need will come when you trust that I am guiding each moment. You are standing in a moment where faith must become movement. The difference between where you are and where you are called to be is one decision: the decision to trust my voice completely. Do not waste energy trying to calculate what only faith can unlock. I did not design your destiny to fit within human logic. If you could see everything ahead, there would be no room for trust. I call you into action not because I need your ability, but because I desire your agreement. When you align your will with mine, impossible things begin to respond to your obedience. Every divine instruction carries hidden favor within it. You may not understand why I ask you to do certain things, but the reward is revealed in motion. When I said to Peter, "Throw your net to the other side," it made no sense, yet obedience released abundance. That same principle still governs your life. Some of your greatest blessings will come wrapped in unlikely instructions. The idea that seems too simple might be the key that opens the next chapter. The conversation you are avoiding might carry the breakthrough you have been praying for. Obedience unlocks doors faster than striving ever will. I am calling you to act boldly. This is not the season to shrink back, this is the season to expand. The territory before you has already been given into your hands, but you must step onto it for it to become yours. I have placed influence inside of you, not to glorify yourself, but to impact others. There are people connected to your obedience. When you move, they will awaken. When you rise, they will follow. The world around you is waiting for the sound of your yes. Do not silence your calling out of fear of judgment. I am your validation. You do not need approval from anyone I did not send. You will soon begin to feel a divine urgency, a pull within your spirit that says, "It's time." Do not ignore that feeling. It is me stirring you into purpose. I am activating dormant gifts, reawakening passion, and igniting creativity that has been buried under hesitation. The ideas that used to intimidate you will now excite you. The things that once felt impossible will begin to look inevitable. I am renewing your mind so you can see beyond limitations. You are not waiting for resources. Resources are waiting for your readiness. Once you move, provision will meet you along the way. You have feared taking the wrong step, but faith cannot fail when it's rooted in my voice. Even if you misstep, I will redirect you. I am not a harsh master waiting for mistakes. I am a faithful father guiding your journey. I will not let your obedience go unrewarded. Every action you take in faith creates movement in the unseen. When you walk with me, even your detours become part of destiny. Stop fearing the outcome and focus on the direction. My direction will never lead you to defeat. Many of you have been praying for signs, asking me to confirm your next move. But the truth is, I have already confirmed it through peace, through persistence, through the vision that will not fade. That's not coincidence. That's my voice reminding you of what I already told you. You do not need another confirmation. You need commitment. When you decide to obey, clarity will follow. When you move forward, details will align. You will see that my provision always meets your obedience halfway. Do not confuse waiting for me with hesitating out of fear. There is a difference between divine timing and personal delay. I am telling you this because I love you. It's time to move. You have learned enough, prayed enough, prepared enough. Now it's time to act. The ground beneath your feet is holy because I have chosen this exact moment to shift your season. What felt closed is opening. What felt heavy is lifting. My power is about to flow through your obedience like a river through dry land. Keep your eyes on me, not on the opinions around you. People may not understand the direction I'm leading you, and that's fine. The instructions I give are not for everyone to comprehend. Do not explain what I'm doing. Live it. The results will speak louder than words. I will vindicate your faith with visible fruit. They will see how I elevate those who trust me fully. You do not need to defend yourself when my favor is your evidence. I am training you for spiritual precision, to hear me clearly and respond quickly. This discipline will separate you from the noise of the world. When I whisper, act. When I prompt your heart, respond. Delayed obedience often closes doors that were meant to open easily, but swift obedience multiplies blessing. I am not only guiding you into new territory, I am shaping your character to carry it. What I build in you now will sustain the success I'm bringing. The season ahead will not require you to fight for everything as before. You are stepping into a flow of grace where effort and ease meet. But that flow begins when you act in faith. The moment you obey, heaven accelerates on your behalf. I will send divine helpers, unexpected favor, and supernatural opportunities to confirm that you are walking in alignment. Every act of faith becomes a beacon that draws blessing toward you. You are about to see how much I can do with one heart that simply says yes. You are being called into a new rhythm, a way of living where faith feels natural, where peace leads every decision, and where confidence replaces hesitation. I am teaching you to move without fear because fear has no place in the heart that trusts me. You have wasted enough time overthinking what was never meant to be complicated. The instruction I give you is simple because my path is clear. It is your doubts that cloud it. Release them now. You do not need to see the whole picture to take the next step. When you walk in alignment with me, each step becomes light to the one that follows. There are moments when the direction I give seems unfamiliar. That is because I am leading you beyond what is comfortable. Growth never happens in stillness. It is birthed in motion. I am pushing you out of old patterns, out of limiting beliefs, out of circles that no longer reflect your future. You have prayed for elevation, and I am answering that prayer, but you cannot rise while still clinging to what keeps you grounded. Let go of small thinking. Let go of fear disguised as logic. Let go of the need to explain your obedience to those who have not heard what I spoke to you in private. I am bringing you into a season where boldness will be your language. You will no longer ask, "Can I?" but declare, "I will," because God said so. You will stop walking in the shadow of past versions of yourself and begin walking in the authority of who I say you are. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives inside you, not a weakened version, not a diluted power, but the full measure of my presence. That means you carry divine potential wherever you go. Stop acting like you are powerless in situations that bow to my name. Speak with faith, and mountains will move. Act with courage, and the impossible will shift. You have been in preparation longer than you think. All the experiences that confused you were actually training grounds. I have been sharpening your discernment, shaping your endurance, and deepening your compassion. The reason you can now see through deception is because you once fell for it and learned the truth. The reason you can stand in peace is because you once lived through storms that taught you stability. Nothing was wasted. Every season was a lesson. Every delay was a strategy. Every pain was a platform. I have been preparing you for the responsibility that comes with answered prayers. Soon, you will begin to notice divine acceleration opportunities, opening faster than you can explain, doors appearing in walls that once blocked you. But understand this: favor flows through obedience. If you move ahead of me, you will tire yourself out. If you move with me, everything will align. Stop forcing what does not flow. Stop chasing what I did not send. The right things will come naturally because grace draws them to you. You will not have to manipulate or beg for what is already yours by promise. When your spirit stays aligned, the blessing will recognize its home in your hands. I am calling you to steward your peace as your greatest treasure. The noise of the world is designed to distract you from my whispers. Protect your focus like a sacred fire. Do not waste your energy proving your worth or defending your decisions. The opinions of others cannot define what I have already declared. The applause of man fades, but my affirmation endures forever. When I say you are chosen, that settles it. You do not need validation. You need vision. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and you will never lose your direction. You will begin to see people drift away, and that is part of my refining. Do not chase what I remove. Some connections were only meant for a season, not a lifetime. When you cling to what I am releasing, you delay your own growth. Trust that I know who belongs beside you in the next chapter. I will send new people who carry the same fire, who speak the same language of faith, who will help you build rather than drain you. You will not have to convince them of your value. They will recognize it because they carry my spirit too. I am replacing your hesitation with divine confidence. You have been too cautious, afraid to step out in case you fail. But failure is not the end. It is feedback that shapes your wisdom. I do not fear your mistakes, and neither should you. What matters is that you keep moving forward, learning, trusting, and growing. Every step of faith draws heaven closer to your reality. Do not be afraid to make bold decisions. I am in them. You will begin to sense a deep inner joy, a quiet excitement that tells you something is shifting. That's me. I am breathing new life into your dreams, new strength into your heart, and new clarity into your purpose. You will wake up each day with a renewed sense of direction. The fog is lifting. The confusion is ending. You are stepping into divine focus, and everything that once felt scattered is coming into order. This is the beginning of momentum that cannot be stopped because it comes from me. Beloved, I want you to understand something sacred about the way I work. My timing is not a delay, it is design. Every door that opens, every silence you endure, every person who enters or exits your life is a calculated move in a divine pattern. When you see a pause, I see preparation. When you feel waiting, I am setting the stage. You are never in limbo when you are in my hands. You are being aligned, positioned, and strengthened for something larger than what you can currently imagine. You must learn to see seasons the way I do, not as obstacles, but as orchestration. Patience in faith is not passivity, it is power under control. When you learn to wait with trust instead of worry, you begin to operate from authority, not anxiety. You no longer grasp for answers, you listen for my instruction. That is the difference between movement and mastery. I am teaching you to master your spirit, to stay calm when everything around you shifts. The one who can rest in uncertainty carries peace that the world cannot understand. This is what I am building in you, unshakable peace. Stop fighting the process. Every challenge that stretches you is revealing the depth of what I have placed within you. You prayed to become stronger, and this is how strength is born. The weight that once felt unbearable is now producing endurance. You asked me to teach you faith, and faith grows through trust when logic fails. You asked for wisdom, and wisdom develops in silence when answers are hidden. Every prayer you prayed has been answered, not always the way you expected, but always with intention. Nothing in your life is wasted, not even the moments that confused you most. The enemy would have you believe that waiting means forgotten, but waiting with me means chosen. While others rush ahead chasing their own plans, I have hidden you for a reason. Hidden does not mean overlooked, it means preserved. I have been keeping you out of reach from what could have destroyed your focus. There are doors you wanted to walk through that would have led to disappointment. I closed them because your purpose is too valuable to risk on temporary distractions. What you call delay, I call deliverance. The time that feels slow to you is the time where I perfect details. I am not just preparing blessings for you, I am preparing you for blessings. If I handed you everything too soon, the weight of success could crush you. I am strengthening your foundation so that when abundance arrives, you will carry it with grace, not pride. You will not lose yourself in what I give you, because your identity is rooted in me. I am teaching you how to manage favor without fear, influence without arrogance, and authority without forgetting compassion. I know that at times, the silence has tested you. You have wondered if I was listening, if I had changed my mind. But I have never been closer than in those quiet moments. Silence is where your spirit learns to hear me clearly. Noise makes you depend on confirmation from others, but silence teaches you to trust your own connection with me. That is the intimacy I want for you, where one whisper from me is enough to move your heart. When you reach that place, no voice of doubt can move you again. You are not walking alone. Heaven is walking with you. Angels go before you in ways you cannot see. Doors are opening quietly. Favor is being spoken about you in rooms you've never entered, and opportunities are aligning that will seem miraculous when they appear. You will realize that what seemed delayed was actually being delivered with precision. I am never late, never early, always exact, so keep your heart steady and your spirit expectant. Every day that feels ordinary is building something extraordinary. The seeds you planted in obedience are about to break through the soil of time. You will see growth where you once saw nothing. You will see multiplication where you once only had faith. Keep watering the vision with your words, keep nurturing it with gratitude, and you will watch it flourish. I am not a God of almost, I am the God of completion. What I start, I finish. What I promise, I fulfill. You have reached a turning point where delay will turn into delivery, and the invisible will become visible. Your faith has been tested, and now it will be rewarded. The waiting season was not punishment. It was proof that you could be trusted with the next one. And as the pace of my plans begins to accelerate, you must know how to move with discernment, because the next instructions I give will require sharper focus and deeper trust. The moment you have been preparing for is approaching faster than you think. The atmosphere around you is already shifting, even in ways you cannot yet see. I am aligning opportunities, people, and timing with divine precision. You will soon realize that everything you endured was not a setback, but a setup. The strength you gained in private will now be the foundation for your public victories. You are about to step into a space that matches your calling, a place where your gifts will finally make sense and your voice will carry weight. Do not shrink when the doors begin to open. You have been trained for this. The small assignments, the hidden seasons, the quiet work that no one applauded, they were all preparing you for this moment of visibility. You will not stumble when favor finds you because I have already taught you how to stand. You have learned to depend on me when no one else saw you. Now you will remain humble when everyone does. Fame will not corrupt you because you have built your foundation on faith. Influence will not distract you because your heart belongs to purpose, not applause. You will walk into rooms of opportunity clothed in peace, not pride. The favor that is coming is not just for you, it is through you. What I am placing in your hands is designed to impact others. The ideas, businesses, messages, and creations that are being birthed through you will awaken hearts, restore hope, and lead many closer to me. You are not just a receiver of blessing. You are a vessel of transformation. This is why I had to strengthen your character before your increase, because blessing without wisdom becomes a burden. But now, you are ready to carry what I'm entrusting to you. You will start to sense a rhythm of acceleration. Things that once took years will now happen in months, and what once required your effort will now unfold by grace. Do not resist the speed of my favor. When I accelerate you, it is not to overwhelm you but to fulfill my timing. You are stepping into divine flow, where my power does the heavy lifting. You will not have to strive for recognition or compete for space. The right opportunities will recognize your anointing. My hand will open doors that effort alone could never touch. You will know these moments because they will carry peace instead of pressure. I want you to walk into this season with expectation, not anxiety. Expectation is the language of faith. Anxiety is the voice of fear. I am teaching you to anticipate goodness, not disaster. Stop waiting for something to go wrong. You have been conditioned by the past to prepare for disappointment, but I am rewriting that narrative. From now on, expect favor, expect peace, expect increase, expect restoration. When your heart begins to expect what I promise, heaven aligns to deliver it. Do not underestimate the importance of your words. What you speak shapes the atmosphere around you. Speak faith, and faith will manifest. Speak gratitude, and grace will multiply. Stop agreeing with the fear that says you are not enough, and start declaring the truth that I made you more than enough. Your tongue carries power. Use it wisely. Every declaration of faith releases angels into motion. Every word of doubt empowers confusion. Choose your words the way a warrior chooses weapons. Speak as if your voice builds worlds, because it does. You are also being called to guard your environment. The next level of your life requires a new level of discipline. Not everyone can walk with you into what's coming. Protect your peace like it is sacred, because it is. Limit the access of voices that drain your energy or question your calling. You do not need validation from those who cannot see your vision. Surround yourself with those who speak life, who see what I've placed within you, who remind you of who you are when you forget. I will send these people to you as confirmation that you are on the right path. They will not compete with you. They will complement you. As you walk forward, I will give you moments of divine clarity, sudden ideas, inspired thoughts, encounters that shift your direction. These are not random. They are divine signals. Pay attention to them. Write them down. Obedience in the small details unlocks breakthroughs in the big ones. When I whisper an idea into your spirit, act on it quickly. Delay gives doubt time to interfere. Swift obedience creates spiritual acceleration. The faster you align with my instruction, the faster you will see results. You are about to witness a transformation in how you think and how you move. You will no longer wake up feeling uncertain about your direction. You will rise with confidence, knowing that every day carries purpose. You will begin to feel my presence even in the smallest moments in your conversations, in your work, in your silence. I will remind you that you are never alone, never forgotten, never out of my reach. I am orchestrating everything for your good, and what is ahead of you is far greater than what is behind. This is not a season to question. It is a season to walk boldly. You have prayed long enough. Now it is time to move. The promise is waiting on your participation. The miracle is waiting on your motion. Everything you need is already within you. You are stepping into a rhythm where peace and purpose move together. I am teaching you how to walk with authority without losing humility, how to carry influence without losing intimacy with me. The higher I lift you, the deeper your roots must go. That is why I am calling you to stay grounded in presence, to stay centered in gratitude, and to keep your eyes fixed on the mission rather than the noise. The favor coming into your life will attract attention, both light and shadow. But as long as you remain anchored in me, no weapon formed against you will succeed. I am preparing to trust you with more, not because you have earned it, but because you have proven faithful with little. You have shown persistence when things did not go your way, and that has built spiritual stamina within you. The unseen moments of integrity, the prayers whispered when no one noticed, the decisions made quietly out of obedience, those are what have positioned you now. Promotion in my kingdom is not about performance, it is about consistency. You remain steady, and now I am multiplying what you planted. I want you to know that as doors open, discernment becomes more valuable than speed. Not every opportunity will be yours, even if it looks good. Some doors are distractions dressed as blessings. Learn to recognize peace as your confirmation. When something feels forced, do not chase it. When something carries peace, walk through it. The enemy cannot counterfeit my peace. When you learn to recognize that inner stillness, you will never again question what is from me. You will start to sense that your spirit is more alert. I am sharpening your perception, allowing you to sense shifts before they happen. You will know what to speak, when to speak, and when silence carries more power than explanation. I am giving you insight into the motives of hearts, not so you can judge, but so you can navigate wisely. This is how I protect you, not always by removing you from danger, but by giving you awareness before danger can touch you. Your influence will begin to stretch beyond your current circle. The words you speak, the work you create, the choices you make will begin to impact people you have never met. Some will find hope through your story. Others will find strength through your endurance. You are a living message of my faithfulness. Do not underestimate the quiet power of your consistency. The most powerful sermons are not shouted, they are lived. Every day you choose light over darkness, forgiveness over bitterness, faith over fear. Heaven applauds. There will be days when the pace feels fast, when opportunities multiply faster than your schedule can handle. In those moments, pause, and return to me. Do not let success pull you away from stillness. Your secret place with me will always be your source of strength. What you build publicly must always be sustained by what we share privately. If you lose that connection, the noise of the world will drown out the whisper of destiny. So guard that space like treasure. No meeting, no platform, no recognition should ever replace the quiet time where you and I meet in truth. I will also teach you how to rest strategically. Rest is not laziness, it is realignment. Every time you rest in me, I restore your clarity. Every time you pause, I prepare your next step. The world runs endlessly, chasing outcomes that fade, but you will move from a place of calm authority. You will not burn out because your energy will flow from presence, not pressure. When you learn to live like this, peace will become your rhythm, and success will become your servant rather than your master. There will come a time when you will look around and realize how far you have come, not because you pushed harder, but because you trusted deeper. The blessings will arrive naturally, the connections will feel divine, and your days will carry a sense of grace that cannot be explained. You will live in the awareness that I am not just above you or around you, I am within you. Every breath, every thought, every heartbeat carries my rhythm. When you walk in that awareness, fear dissolves and purpose becomes effortless. I am calling you to be a voice of peace in a world that profits from chaos. Speak life when others spread fear. Offer hope when others sow division. Carry compassion when others choose criticism. Your character will shine brightest in moments where others lose theirs. You are light not because you strive to be, but because I live in you. Do not dim yourself to fit comfort zones that I have already outgrown for you. Keep shining, even when it makes others uncomfortable. Your light is not arrogance, it is assignment. As you move forward, know that this peace, this confidence, and this power are not temporary. They are the new normal for your life. You are learning to live in divine flow, to trust me without hesitation, to recognize that my presence is not seasonal, but constant. You are entering a phase where your purpose begins to multiply. The things that once felt separate, your work, your passion, your influence, your relationships will begin to connect like pieces of a divine puzzle. You will see how every part of your journey was designed to work together for something greater than you imagined. You will recognize the thread of purpose woven through it all, the moments that hurt, the moments that healed, the choices that shaped you. It will all make sense soon, and you will say, "Now I see what you were doing, Lord. I am building something through you that will outlast you." This is legacy, not legacy in the eyes of the world, but eternal impact. What you create, how you love, how you lead will leave ripples that will continue long after you have moved on to the next season. Do not underestimate how powerful your obedience is. The small decisions you make today carry generational weight. Every time you choose my way over your own, you plant seeds that will bear fruit in the lives of those you may never meet. That is the beauty of divine influence. It reaches further than you can imagine. I am calling you to live with vision, not just ambition. Ambition chases goals. Vision builds destiny. Ambition looks for recognition. Vision seeks transformation. I am giving you fresh eyes to see beyond temporary reward. The things that once motivated you, status, validation, approval, are fading, and I am replacing them with higher motives, purpose, service, and truth. You will no longer measure your success by how much you achieve, but by how much you align with what I've asked you to do. Do not be surprised when I expand your territory. Expansion will not always feel comfortable. Sometimes I will stretch your schedule, sometimes your skill, sometimes your capacity to believe. I do this not to overwhelm you, but to reveal how limitless my strength can be when you rely on me. You will handle what once scared you. You will speak where you once hesitated. You will lead in spaces where you once only dreamed. You will not recognize yourself, because you will be walking in the full version of who I designed you to be. I am sending people into your life who will walk beside you in this new season, not as competition, but as collaboration. They will carry different gifts but the same spirit. They will not drain your energy but multiply your effectiveness. I will teach you how to work in harmony with others without losing your individuality. Unity will be your strength. The vision I've given you is too big to fulfill alone, but you will not need to beg for help. The right hearts will recognize the same divine frequency and respond to it naturally. As your influence grows, remember that authority in my kingdom is service. The greatest leaders are those who love first. Do not forget compassion as you rise. I am not blessing you to make you superior. I am blessing you to make you useful. Your wealth, your words, your wisdom, they are tools to build others up, not trophies to prove your worth. Stay generous. When you give freely, you keep heaven's flow open over your life. You will never run out of what you share from a pure heart. You will also begin to notice a deep transformation in your mindset. I am removing the old patterns that kept you limited. You will think differently, bigger, freer, clearer. I am breaking the scarcity mindset that once made you afraid to dream. From now on, abundance will not scare you, because you will see it as a responsibility, not a luxury. You will handle blessings like a steward, not a slave to greed. You will know that everything you have is borrowed from grace. There will be moments when the pace of favor feels intense. Do not let success seduce you into self-dependence. Remember that every miracle you experience flows from connection, not control. Stay connected to my presence like a branch to the vine. If you remain in me, fruit will appear naturally. You won't have to push. You'll simply produce. And when others ask how you do it, tell them the truth. It was never by strength, but by surrender. The influence I'm giving you will carry responsibility, but also joy. You will no longer chase peace. Peace will chase you. You will walk into spaces and shift atmospheres simply because you carry my spirit. People will feel calmer, lighter, more hopeful when they are near you. That is the evidence of my presence. You are not just called to speak change. You are called to embody it. When you walk into the room, light enters. That's why I'm calling you to live with intention. Every word you say, every act of kindness, every choice of faith is shaping realities around you. Do not hide from this light. The world needs what you carry. The world needs authenticity, courage, and truth, and you carry all three. You were not created to blend in. You were created to stand out. The influence that is coming to you is not a distraction. It is a doorway. Walk through it with humility and purpose, because what I will reveal next will show you how to protect this influence and sustain the peace that comes with it. There is a new depth of stability rising inside you. You are learning to live from the center of peace, not from the edges of panic. You are learning that success without serenity is only noise. What I am giving you now is not just movement, but mastery. Mastery over your emotions, over your thoughts, over the distractions that once ruled you. You are beginning to realize that true power is quiet. It doesn't shout, it doesn't compete, it simply stands, steady in truth. The strength I am forming in you cannot be shaken by opinions or shifted by outcomes. It is anchored in identity, and that identity is unchangeable because it is rooted in me. You are learning to walk in a divine rhythm, one that no longer depends on external validation. You no longer need to chase opportunities. They are drawn to your obedience. You are no longer trying to prove that you are worthy. You are learning to live as one who already knows they are chosen. When you think and move from that revelation, the entire atmosphere around you changes. You stop reacting to the world and start shaping it. You stop waiting for doors to open and start creating them with the authority I've given you. I am teaching you how to navigate this world as a creator, not just a survivor. You were not made to merely endure life. You were made to design it through faith. What you believe and speak today will shape the reality of tomorrow. That is why I have been purifying your words, renewing your mind, and training your heart. I cannot give creative power to a heart still dominated by fear. That's why I had to heal you first, so your influence would flow from love, not from lack. You will notice that your desires are changing. You no longer crave what drains you. You are beginning to hunger for what sustains you. You will find satisfaction not in distraction, but in direction. The things that once captured your attention will no longer hold power over you, because you are seeing life from a higher perspective now. You will begin to prioritize peace over popularity, purpose over pressure, connection over comparison. These are the marks of maturity, the proof that my spirit is alive and active within you. You are being prepared to lead by example, to show others what it means to live with balance and faith. Many will look at your life and not understand how you remain calm in storms or confident in uncertainty. That calm will be your greatest testimony. They will learn that peace is not found in control but in surrender. The way you respond to challenges will speak louder than any sermon. You will not need to preach to be influential. Your peace will become a message on its own. In this next phase, I am calling you to protect your mind. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every voice deserves a response. When fear tries to return, recognize it as an old language you no longer speak. Replace it instantly with gratitude. Gratitude is your greatest weapon. It changes the chemistry of your heart and draws my presence close. When you give thanks even before seeing results, you demonstrate that your trust is mature. You show heaven that your faith is not dependent on sight. I am giving you a renewed sense of clarity. You will begin to notice synchronicities, divine timing unfolding around you with ease. People showing up at the right moment. Opportunities aligning effortlessly. Answers arriving when you least expect them. This is not coincidence. This is confirmation. You are moving in harmony with my spirit. The friction that once surrounded you is disappearing because your frequency has changed. You are no longer resisting the flow of grace. You are moving with it. As you walk in this rhythm, creativity will increase. Ideas will come suddenly, strategies will appear in moments of stillness, and solutions will flow as naturally as breathing. I will teach you how to listen for insight rather than search for it. I will whisper direction into your thoughts and confirm it through peace. You will not have to force creativity. It will become a stream that never runs dry because its source is divine. You will also begin to experience deeper connections with others. I am drawing to you people of truth, those who build rather than break, who celebrate rather than compete. You will attract those who carry vision, kindness, and courage. These relationships will be mutual, not draining. They will refresh you. The loneliness you once felt will fade as I surround you with those who speak the same spiritual language. Together, you will build something that echoes into eternity. The peace you are experiencing now is not temporary, it is transformation. You are not just feeling better, you are becoming different. The old you would have panicked, but the new you prays. The old you would have doubted, but the new you decides. The old you would have delayed, but the new you acts. That is transformation, not change on the surface, but renewal from within. This is where you begin to live as the person I saw when I created you, clear, confident, grounded, and full of light. You are no longer learning to trust me. You are learning to trust yourself through me. The voice you hear within that speaks of peace, progress, and purpose. That is me. Follow it. Listen closely, because what comes next will show you how to move in that authority daily, how to sustain peace while expanding influence, and how to lead others into the same transformation you are now walking in. You are now walking in a higher dimension of clarity, with a noise that once confused you no longer has access to your mind. You are beginning to live in awareness of your divine identity, not just knowing it, but embodying it. You have crossed from survival into purpose, from striving into flow. What once required constant effort now begins to unfold naturally. This is what it feels like to live in alignment with my spirit, calm confidence, quiet strength, and a steady awareness that everything is working together for your good. I am giving you the mindset of a builder, and the heart of a healer. You will create, lead, and restore simultaneously. You will carry wisdom in your words, stability in your presence, and compassion in your actions. People will come to you not because you seek them, but because peace radiates from you. You will not have to convince anyone of who you are. Your fruit will speak for you. That is how divine authority manifests, not in noise, but in evidence. You are entering a season where results will become your voice. You will soon begin to see your influence ripple outward. The work you've done in silence will begin to echo publicly. Things you created years ago will begin to resurface with new relevance. Connections you thought were lost will reappear, now matured and ready for purpose. Even mistakes from your past will serve you not as shame, but as wisdom. I am redeeming everything. Every experience, every disappointment, every detour will now serve the mission. Nothing will be wasted. As I expand you, I also remind you, stay anchored in humility. The more I elevate you, the more I want you to remain grounded in gratitude. Gratitude keeps your heart pure and your perspective clear. Remember where you came from, but do not let it limit where I am taking you. I did not bring you through the storms just for survival. I brought you through them to teach you stewardship, how to handle blessing with balance, success with surrender, and favor with focus. You will feel a deeper sense of fulfillment now, not because of what you achieve, but because of who you are becoming. You are starting to live in alignment with your divine rhythm. You no longer need to chase meaning. Meaning flows through you. You are becoming a living example of what happens when someone truly listens and obeys my voice. The world will begin to notice the difference in your presence, calm in chaos, hope in hardship, strength in stillness. That will be your testimony. I am sending you opportunities to expand your voice, not to build your fame, but to amplify my truth through your story. You will write, speak, create, and lead with power and authenticity. People will be drawn to the light in your message because it carries healing. Some will not even understand why they are drawn to you, but their spirit will recognize mine within you. That is influence at its purest. You will not have to manipulate attention. It will find you through alignment. As your light grows, shadows will try to follow, but do not fear them. Darkness always follows light, not to destroy it, but to reveal its strength. When opposition comes, remember, resistance is proof of relevance. The presence of challenge means you are walking in impact. Do not waste energy fighting distractions. Use them as reminders that you are moving in the right direction. Keep your focus sharp, your words intentional, and your heart anchored. I will handle the noise while you handle the purpose. You are being prepared to lead others into the same transformation you have lived. Many are still trapped where you once were, doubting their worth, fearing the future, hesitating to obey. I will use you as a bridge for them. You will speak words that break chains. You will model faith that activates others. Your story will become the evidence that obedience works. You will not need to preach perfection, you will simply live redemption. When others see how far you've come, they will believe they can rise too. Do not forget, leadership in my kingdom is not about hierarchy, it is about service. You will lead through kindness, through presence, through example. The authority I give you is relational, not positional. People will follow not because you demand it, but because you inspire it. I am shaping you into someone whose integrity is louder than any platform, whose humility opens more doors than ambition ever could. That is the kind of influence that lasts because it comes from me. There will be moments when you feel stretched again, new responsibilities, new expectations, new people depending on you. Do not be intimidated by it. You are equipped for everything I allow into your life. Grace will meet you where pressure tries to overwhelm you. You will never face a level I did not already prepare you for. You are capable of more than you think, not because of who you are alone, but because of who I am within you. You are walking into days where peace and productivity will coexist. You will get more done with less strain, because you are operating from alignment, not anxiety. Your creativity will flow like water, your words will carry weight, and your steps will feel guided. You will begin to experience the joy of partnership with me, no longer seeing obedience as duty, but as destiny. You will discover that doing what I tell you is not a command, but an invitation to experience a higher way of living. And as this new awareness deepens, I will show you the final layer of this message, how to sustain this divine rhythm permanently, how to carry peace through every season, and how to walk in authority without ever losing compassion. You have reached the threshold of transformation, the place where everything I have been building in you begins to manifest in fullness. You are not at the end of something. You are at the beginning of everything I promised. This is the season where revelation turns into reality, where words you once only believed begin to take form around you. You have walked through testing, training, and transition, and now you walk in truth. The foundation has been laid, and I am ready to build upon it. You will notice that your life begins to move with divine ease. The same things that once felt impossible will begin to unfold without resistance. This is not coincidence, this is alignment. You are finally in rhythm with my spirit, and that harmony produces acceleration. You will no longer strive for open doors. Doors will recognize your obedience and open on their own. Every area that once felt delayed will now begin to move with grace, because the waiting has done its work. You are no longer the same person who once doubted if this moment would ever come. You have grown, refined, and risen, and now you are ready to reign. But hear me, this new level of favor is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of your assignment. You are not being blessed just to enjoy comfort. You are being entrusted with influence to awaken others. You will be a living invitation to transformation. Through you, others will see what it means to walk in faith, to live in purpose, to trust even when understanding seems impossible. Every victory I give you is meant to be a testimony that multiplies hope. Use your voice, use your gifts, use your time. The world does not need perfection, it needs authenticity. Speak the truth I've shown you, speak it with love, courage, and conviction. Some will resist, some will misunderstand, but those who are meant to hear will feel their spirit come alive through your words. I have placed a prophetic sound within you, not just in your speech, but in your presence. Everywhere you go, atmospheres will shift, anxiety will ease, hope will rise, faith will awaken. You carry peace because you carry me. Do not fear influence, embrace responsibility. Influence in my hands is not manipulation, it is multiplication. What I place in you will multiply in others. Every act of kindness will ripple into eternity. Every word of encouragement will plant seeds of courage in another. Every time you choose love when it's difficult, heaven records it as victory. You will see lives changed simply because you decided to live in obedience. This is the era of impact. You will move with purpose in everything you do, in your work, your conversations, your creativity, your relationships. Nothing about you will be random anymore. You will walk into rooms and know that you are there on assignment. You will speak words that feel spontaneous but are actually divine. You will take steps that seem small but lead to supernatural doors. You will begin to understand that every moment matters and every decision carries destiny. Do not let success make you comfortable. Continue to grow. Continue to listen. Continue to surrender daily. The same humility that brought you here will sustain you. When I pour out more, kneel lower. When I increase your influence, deepen your intimacy. My greatest desire is not your performance, it is your presence. I do not simply want you to do great things for me, I want to do great things through you as we walk together. And when challenges appear and they will remember, you are no longer the same person who once feared them. You are not fragile. You are fortified. You are not uncertain. You are equipped. I have placed within you the resilience of faith and the power of peace. Every storm that once threatened you has now become a reminder of what you have already overcome. You will no longer be moved by waves. You will command them. You will no longer flee from fire. You will walk through it untouched, because my presence goes with you. You will know what it means to live above circumstance, not by ignoring reality, but by seeing reality through divine perspective. You will look at every challenge and say, even this will serve my purpose. You will face opposition and say, even this will elevate me. You will no longer separate your spiritual life from your daily life. They will become one continuous flow. Your faith will no longer be something you visit. It will be where you live. And now, my child, listen carefully. This message was never just about instruction. It was about activation. What I have spoken through these words was meant to awaken something eternal in you. You are not just receiving a word, you are becoming the word. The transformation you feel stirring inside is the birth of a new reality, one where you walk in divine rhythm, speak with divine clarity, and move with divine confidence. Go forward now with assurance. You are ready. Everything you need is within you, because I am within you. When you speak, heaven will echo. When you move, mountains will respond. When you believe, miracles will align. You are not walking alone, you are walking with the power of the eternal God guiding every step. This is your time to live the message, not just hear it. This is your moment to do what I have told you to do. The world is waiting for your obedience, for your courage, for your light. Rise now and walk in purpose, for I am with you, I am for you, and I am in you. This is the fulfillment of my promise. You are chosen, equipped, and unstoppable. And wherever you go from here, remember this: I am speaking, you are listening, and together we are creating. Amen. Before you go, listen carefully. If this message reached your spirit, it's not the end, it's the beginning. Stay connected to this voice. Subscribe now, and let every new word I send find you right on time.